and welcome to Beat the Brain, the only game show at Emerson College that tests contestants' knowledge in a variety of areas: sports, film, television, and pop culture. Each episode will have a new host or a brain, like myself, who is all-knowing in a particular area. My name is Johnny Russo, and I will be your host for today's episode. Over the next half hour, I will put these three contestants to the test in the area of sports. At the end of 2 rounds, I will face off with the most knowledgeable contestant to see if they can beat me, the Brain. The winner of today's final face-off will advance to the season finale to face off against the infinite wisdom of the ultimate, all-knowing Super Brain. But before we start today's show, let's introduce each contestant, starting with the man to my right. He is a freshman broadcast journalism major from Townsend, Massachusetts. Greg Brood, welcome to the show, Greg.
Good to be here.
And you have an interesting story about an autograph.
Yeah, one time at the NBA Summer League, I asked a player for his autograph. He said he had to go to the bus and get a pen, and then the bus took off, and I was scarred.
Scarred for life, childhood scars. The man to Greg's right is Josh Maddox, who is a film major, and he is a freshman from Queens, New York. Josh, welcome to the show, and you had an interesting conversation with a celebrity, I heard.
I did, and actually I did that in Dallas, Texas, where I'm from.
That's right.
So, yeah, it was with Anthony Hopkins, and I just let him talk about his life, and it was really fascinating. So.
Well, the man to your right is from Queens, New York, and he is a sophomore broadcast journalism major, and he is Matt Flores. Matt, you always wanted to be a weatherman, I heard. Tell me about that.
It's been a dream of mine since I was a kid, and after seeing Anchorman, it's just something I really want to pursue with my life. So hopefully I get the chance here at Emerson.
How's that working out for you?
Not so good so far.
Not so good.
They got me on crew.
You'll do good in this show. We have to start, but we first want to talk about the rules. Each round we will have 4 different categories in the area of sports. Each question will be in a variety of increasing order of points, ranging from 100 points to 400 points. The contestant who answers the question correctly will get to select the next question. Now remember, you can only buzz in once I finish reading the question. And although we have a maximum of 16 questions per round, the round will only last 5 minutes. After the time is up, the remaining questions will be tossed aside. The categories for round 1 will be record holders, MVPs, championships, and of course, classic sports. So before we start the show, we have to determine who goes first and what is the first letter of Emerson.
E.
Josh is first. So Josh, you have free range of the boards. Josh, please select the first question.
All right, I'm not going to be too hasty here. I'm going to go for record holders for 200.
Record holders for 200. What team in the NFL has won the most consecutive games? The question goes to Greg.
The New England Patriots?
New England Patriots is correct for 200 points. Greg, you have control of the board? Continue.
Let's go record holders 100.
Record holders for 100 points. The question is, who is the only NBA player to ever score 100 points in a single game, and it happened in 1962? Josh.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain is the correct answer for 100 points. Josh, you have regained control. Please select the next question.
All right, I'm going to continue on with this. This is a fun one. $300 record holders.
300 points, record holders. Who holds the record for the most stolen bases in a single season? Josh again.
Ichiro.
That is the incorrect answer. Someone else. Greg steps in.
Ricky Henderson?
Ricky Henderson is the correct answer for 300 points.
Let's round out record holders for 400.
Record holders for 400 points. Which baseball player holds the record for the most career hits? Greg. Josh.
Ichiro.
That is the incorrect answer. You love Ichiro, but he is not the correct answer. Matt or Greg? Greg.
Pete Rose?
Pete Rose. He is not in the Hall of Fame, but he is the correct answer for 400 points, pushing you up to 900 points. Greg, you have control of the board. Please select another category.
Let's change up to MVPs 100.
MVPs for 100 points. Which Yankee was awarded the title for MVP of the American League in 2007? Matt chimes in.
Alex Rodriguez.
A-Rod is the correct answer. Although he did not win a World Series and he was on steroids, he's still the correct answer for 100 points. Matt, you're on the board. Please select the next category.
MVPs for 300.
MVPs for 300. Who is the youngest hockey star to receive the title of MVP in the 2007 season? Greg.
Sidney Crosby?
Sid the Kid Crosby for 300 points is the correct answer. Greg, that pushes you up to 1,200 points. Josh and Matt are tied at 100 points. Greg, you have control. Please select the next question.
Let's move over to Championships for 100.
Championships for 100. What NBA team has won the most NBA championships? Josh.
Celtics.
The Boston Celtics with 17. Won it last year. Banner number 17. Pushes you up to 200 points. Josh, please select the next question.
I'm going to go for championships for 300.
Championships for 300. Skipping 200. The Red Sox won their first World Series in over 80 years in 2004. Who did the Red Sox beat? Josh.
Cardinals.
The St. Louis Cardinals is correct. The Sox swept them in 2004 after coming back beating the Yankees, as we all remember. Josh, back-to-back answers correct.
I'm going to go for 200 championships.
Championships for 200. How many World Series titles have the Yankees won? Greg.
26.
26. Correct answer. Was that a guess?
No.
No, he knew it, folks. He knew it. Have not won a World Series since 2000. Greg, select.
Classic sports, 100.
Classic sports for 100. Which association challenged the NBA from 1967 until 1976 by signing 22 major cities to join their league instead of the association? Josh.
The ABA?
The ABA, American Basketball Association. Very good. Greg, you have control of the board. What is your next question you would like to select?
Championships for 400.
The last question of round one, championships for 400. Name one out of the 2 NFL teams that have not appeared in the Super Bowl since the merge of the AFL and NFL in 1970. Greg.
The Detroit Lions.
The Detroit Lions is incorrect. Matt.
The Bengals.
Bengals, incorrect. Josh, would you like to chime in? There's one from the AFC, two from the AFC.
Okay. Can I, let's see, let me take a guess. No, I got nothing.
Well, that sound means the end of round one. Greg at 1,400 points. Josh at 600 points. Matt bringing up the rear with a single question correct at 100 points. Stick around because when we come back, the points are doubled. That's right, doubled, and we will introduce a new set of categories. And later on, one of these 3 contestants will try to beat the brain. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Beat the Brain, the only game show at Emerson College that tests contestants' knowledge in a variety of areas, including film, television, sports, and pop culture. After round one, the scores is as follows. Greg at 1,400 points leading the way, Josh in the middle at 600 points, and Matt in the rear with 100 points. But the game is far from over. In round two, the points will be doubled, meaning they will range from 200 points all the way up to 800 points. Categories for round two are rules and regulations, players' facts, modern sports, and grab bag, a hodgepodge category. So let's begin with our leader from the last round, Greg in green. Please select the first question.
I'll take rules and regulations for 200.
Rules and regulations for 200. If a ball bounces over the back wall in baseball, what is it called? Matt.
Ground rule double.
Ground rule double is the correct answer for 200 points. That brings you up to 300, and you get control of the board, Matt.
Player facts for 800.
Player facts for 800 points. Big boy question. Alex Rodriguez holds the record for the youngest player to do what? Greg.
Win the MVP.
Win the MVP is not the right answer. Josh or Matt? Josh.
Most home runs in April.
False. Matt.
Youngest player to reach 300 home runs.
Youngest player to reach 300 home runs. That is not the correct answer. The answer we were looking for was the youngest player to hit 500 home runs. Sorry, Matt. You lost, but you still have control of the board.
Rules and regulations for 800.
Rules and regulations for 800. What is the recommended ball pressure in the NBA for basketball? Josh.
50.
50, incorrect. Matt.
32.
32, huge number, false. It's a little bit less than that. Greg.
8.0.
8.0 is not the correct answer. The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, 7.6.
I was actually going to say that.
Well, Matt, after everyone has not got the last 2 questions correct, you still somehow have control of the board. Go ahead.
Modern sports for 800, Johnny.
Modern sports for 800, another big boy question. Of the 4 major sports, baseball, basketball, football, and hockey, which team has won the most championships in their respective sport since 1990? Josh.
Is it the Yankees?
The Yankees. Incorrect. Matt's chiming in. He's buzzing in. You got it.
The Patriots.
The Patriots are incorrect as well. Greg.
The Chicago Bulls.
The Chicago Bulls. Greg knocks it down like MJ did, pushing him to 2,200 points. The Chicago Bulls won 6 NBA championships. Greg, you have a commanding 1,600 lead. Go ahead, select the question.
Grab bag 200.
Grab bag 200, my favorite. Who has won the last 2 World Cups in soccer? Matt.
Italy.
Italy.
And Brazil for the previous one.
And Brazil. That is the correct answer. You kind of stalled on one of them, but you got the correct answer. Italy and Brazil. You got control of the board.
I'll take grab bag for 600.
Grab bag 600. What sport used the term home run before baseball? Greg chimes in quickly.
Cricket.
Cricket. Is it a guess or is it a real? Did you actually
That's
guess?
an educated guess.
Educated guess is right. Cricket for 600 points.
Nice.
Pushing you to 2,800 points. Greg is a freight train moving away from Josh and Matt right now. Greg, select again.
Player facts 200.
Player facts 200. At what age did Kobe Bryant begin playing in the National Basketball Association? Josh.
19.
19. Close, but no cigar. Matt.
18.
18. He gets it right. One away, Josh. One away. Matt, correct answer. You got 500 points. Continue.
Grab bag for 800.
Grab bag. 800. Another big boy question. What country invented soccer or football? Greg.
England.
Thought about it. And hits it. England. The old country. As Greg hits his second $800 question.
Oh, yeah.
Pushing him to 3,600. Greg, select the question.
Modern sports 200.
Modern sports 200. Who did the Philadelphia Phillies beat in the World Series last year? Matt chimed in a little bit too early, so we have to disqualify him from that point. But Josh or Greg?
The Devil Rays. The Rays now, they're called.
What's your answer?
They beat the Rays.
The Rays. This is the correct answer. You said Devil Rays, but I give you Rays.
Yeah.
You give it. And so, Josh, you have control of the board for your last question of round 2. What you going to go with?
I'm going to go for player facts for 600.
Player facts. Had to think about it for a couple seconds. What professional baseball catcher holds the record for most career home runs? Josh.
Mike Piazza.
Mike Piazza is the right answer. 2 rounds out. Round number 2. A little bit too late on the comeback because Greg with 3,600, Josh at 1,400, Matt at 500. That sound means we have come to the end of round 2. And after 2 rounds of play, our winner today is Greg Brood in green. Greg, congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you, Josh and Matt, for playing. But stay tuned. When we come back, Greg will try to take me, the brain, down. We'll be right back in a couple seconds. Do not go anywhere. Face Off is coming right back. Welcome back to Beat the Brain. I'm your host and sports brain, Johnny Russo. After round 2, it looks like Greg has proven himself the most knowledgeable contestant in sports. But now, in round 3, he will have to face me, the brain, in order to decide who will move on to the season finale. We will each be given 1 minute, only 60 seconds, to create a list. Our finalists can have no more than 10 items. Whoever has the most correct answers will move on. And just to clarify, I have not seen this question before. This will be the first time I will be seeing this question, and judging by Greg's performance, this could be a tight race. So now it's time to reveal the final question. "60 seconds on the clock." Right, go. Okay, time is up. Right now I'm going to let Greg, let's go over to Greg's list right now and see his answers for the final question. Greg's answers: 2008, the Rays; 2007, the Rockies; 2006, the White Sox; 2005, the Tigers; 2004, the Cardinals; 2003, the Yankees; 2002, the Giants; 2001, the Yankees; the Mets in 2000, and the Padres in 1999. So, let's go over to my answers on my board as we follow me, cameraman. My answers: 2008, the Rays, correct. 2007, the Rockies, correct. 2006, the Tigers, correct. 2005, the Astros, correct. 2004, the Cardinals, correct. 2003, the Yankees. 2002, the San Francisco Giants. 2001, the Yankees. 2000, the Mets, and the Braves in 99. So I got 10 correct. Greg got 9 correct and flip-flopped 2, so we'll give him 9. But the Brain wins it. That's right, the Brain. Sports Brain holds serve, baby. Thanks for tuning in. It looks like I, the Brain, defeated Greg. So this means that I will move on to the final round to meet the ultimate brain of brains, the Super Brain. Well, that is all for our game show today on Beat the Brain. Johnny Russo for my 3 contestants. Thank you all, and have a good night.